Hello, I'm Amir. I help run Bernardo Kastrup's membership program, which you can find at withrealityinmind.com. We have weekly Q&As, special guests, an archive of several months' worth of recordings now, and a very vibrant community of curious minds. You can join us at withrealityinmind.com, and this clip is an excerpt from one of those recent meetings.
Can art be utilitarian? Can it be a means to an end, that end being psychic health? In other words, can we feel better about ourselves if we do art? And I think the answer is a very loud yes, because art therapy is a thing. People have stumbled upon the fact that art helps our, achieving psychic peace, or at least some degree of it, quite a lot. Even in the Jungian tradition, there is a lot of art is involved. I mean, if you read Jung's Red Book, he used art to do therapy on himself, right? That's how he did it. He did therapy on himself, not by talking to himself, but by expressing himself. And that's what you see in the Red Book, both in prose, poetry, and graphic art. The paintings in the Red Book are amazing, profound artistic value, if you ask me. Now, the other more absolute way is to regard art not as a means to an end, but as the ultimate telos. How can we make sense of this? I'll try to help you guys follow my thinking step by step. Imagine that you are an author and you write novels. You write books, fiction. Isn't it the case that it doesn't matter how fictitious what you write is? Whatever you did write will tell something about who you are. Because what you write is a product of you. It will always betray something about you. Betray not in the bad sense, but betray in the sense of reveal something about you, right? The same about a painting. An artist who paints, and I live with one. That's what my girlfriend does, my partner does. When I use the word girlfriend, I think for most people, it sounds like it's a shallow, unimportant relationship. No, it's in Dutch, vriendin is an equivalent to wife. Because whether you're married or not, for the law, it doesn't matter. You're as good as married. So my girlfriend of 12 years, she expresses herself through her paintings. It's very clear to me that her paintings betray something about what she is. Perhaps something that she herself cannot articulate in words. Perhaps something that her ego would even deny about itself and say, no, that's not what I am. It's something that I made up. But when we make things up, the materia prima, the prime material for our creations, can only be ourselves, right? It is the only thing that is available. So when we do art, when we write a novel, when we do a painting, when we expound on philosophical ideas, when we arrange the flower pot, when we decide where to plant the seedlings in the garden, when we define the positions of different pieces of furniture at home, when we choose which words to use with a friend when we go out to have a beer, our driving style, the clothes we choose, the way we move, our gait, our facial expressions, all of it is a form of art, of expressing what we are. What else can it be? Right? What else can it possibly be? So in this absolute sense, art is not a means to something else. It is the ultimate purpose. And the ultimate purpose is to confront ourselves, to show to ourselves something about us that we can't otherwise see. It's like projecting ourselves onto the canvas of reality so we can become acquainted with ourselves. That's what it's all about. And you can call it art, you can call it life, you can call it existence. All of this, in the sense I'm speaking of it, all of it is the same. So, in that absolute sense, the whole shebang is art. And everything else is a means to art, is a means to this confrontation with the self, to this individuation, which is becoming explicitly acquainted and then integrating all the conflicting sides of ourselves. To give you concrete examples, you guys hardly see my shadow. You guys see, Bernardo is reasonable, he's pretty calm, he's a nice guy. Sit with me as I'm driving to Switzerland, and I come across people doing crap in traffic. Suddenly the monster comes out. So that's a form of art. It exposes me to myself. And if you're paying attention to life, you go like, oh, I am also the thing that can do that can get so pissed off, that can drive so aggressively, like trying to teach a lesson to someone else. And that's also me, right? And from the perspective of universal awareness, it is the bright star and it is the black hole. It is the supernova that destroys everything in its neighborhood and yet looks so fantastically beautiful on a telescope when observed from a distance. It is the lion that eats an elephant alive for 6 hours. But it is also the elephant who grieves for a dead partner, or the Corvidians that do a little ritual to mourn a dead bird. It is all that. And it's very difficult from the point of view of subjectivity, because think about it, the world is out there, but subjectivity is in here. Subjectivity is the thing doing the looking. So what is it? Well, you can't look at it because it is the thing doing the looking. So it's very hard for subjectivity to grasp itself, right? Because it's the thing doing the grasping, trying to do the grasp. So how can it get a hold of itself? It is the thing that is trying to get a hold. And it's like trying to see your own eye or trying to bite your own teeth, like Alan Watts put it. There is a impossibility of self-recursion here, which is exactly what you see, by the way. Now I'm going far out. But in the incompleteness theorems, Gödel's incompleteness theorems, which has proven that mathematics can never be true and complete, what breaks it is self-reference. That's what renders mathematics forever incomplete. It cannot make all true statements about itself. That's what Gödel's formal mathematical proof shows. A formal system can never, speak technical language now, a formal system can never establish every theorem that is true about itself. It cannot find the truth about itself, the complete truth. And this is a metaphor for what's going on with subjectivity or the universe. It's very difficult for the thing trying to know itself. It's like trying to bite your own teeth or see your own eyeball without a mirror. Oh, but there is the mirror. The mirror bounces yourself back to you, right? That's what a mirror does through reflection. You project yourself out, and that projection bounces back to you. And now you can see your eyeball. So extend that metaphor. What is life with a dashboard and all this? Well, it's the projection. Whatever is going on is expressing itself. So it can see itself back. It's the only way to scratch the cosmic itch. It's the only way for there to be this self-referential form of knowledge. And it's not going to be complete. There will always be the primordial lack. There is always the final itch that can't be scratched, but it goes a long way, a long way. Now, I forgot why I'm saying these things. I hope it's of some use to some of you.